you eaten sadza yet?
Okay, welcome listeners to Sadza Space Station. Tonight we're in Detroit at Sadza Space Jar House location. And Sadza Space, for everyone out there, is part of the Zimbabwean Cultural Center of Detroit. You can follow our other programming and all of our programming from our website on SoundCloud, YouTube, and the links are below. All right, today we welcome Mokoomba, a band familiar to us. We were honored to have them do a residency with us back in 2018. So let's get after it. Tonight I've got with me Trust. Trust, welcome back to Detroit.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell us who you are and how did you form this group?
All right. So we are Mokoomba, a group that we formed in 2007. Okay. Yeah. So there was there is actually still the Music Crossroads. It's a program where it's an empowerment program for youth between the age of 15 to 25, where they compete from the provincial level, then national level, and then up to regional level, where you compete with other countries, Southern African countries. Yeah, so that's how we started when we went for that competition. So we won. We got number one at the provincial level,
okay.
And then we went to national level to compete with other bands from Zimbabwe. We got number one again. Then we went to Malawi for the regional competition. That's when we got number one again.
Okay.
That's when we got the first prize, which was a tour to Europe. Yeah, and then that's when we met the management company that wanted to take the band. So that's how we took off. Yeah.
Nice. Wow. Wow. So, yeah, I'm sure you're pretty fond of those days.
Yeah.
So I mentioned at the beginning that you guys did a residency with us back in 2018 when you were touring again North America.
Yeah.
Tell us what you remember about that. Do you remember any of the collaborations with Emily Rogers, the bass player?
Yes.
Bryce Detroit with Onyx and Ashanti.
It was really
Cornelius Harris with the Underground Resistance movement. Yeah.
It was really a good experience, man.
Yeah.
We got to do a jam session, and the songs that we were jamming there, that we used those ideas in our new album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
so
how magnificent.
Detroit will always be special to us. Yeah, it was really a good experience, and also to visit Louis Resto studio.
Okay, yeah.
We had a jam session there. We went to Motown.
Yeah.
So it was really special, man.
Yeah.
Special. Those are the people that we're listening to when we're growing up. All the Michael Jackson and all the Motown productions.
Sure.
And going to that space, it was just inspiring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. So, let's see here. From I know what Mokoomba means for our listeners and those who haven't heard of that name before. Tell us what that comes from and what that means. What that means to you.
Yeah. Okay. Mokoomba means the deep respect that we have for the Zambezi River. Yeah. If you're coming from Victoria Falls or Matabeleland North, from Vic Falls up to Binga, you know how Zambezi River is important to us. As a source of life. Yeah, and our ancestors were living along Zambezi.
The banks,
yeah.
Yes.
So it's very special to us. So the deep respect that we have for that river, that's the meaning of Mokoomba.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I love the name.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, we were discussing your music earlier.
Yeah.
And the first thing that comes up when people discuss music is they try to categorize it,
Okay.
try to label it, right?
Yeah.
So a label that I've heard applied to your music, especially of late, is Afrofusion.
Yes.
What do you think of that label, and in turn, how do you describe your own sound?
Yeah, I think it's a perfect description of our music because it's a fusion. When you listen to, just pick any song, you hear so many influences, from different parts of Africa, and also growing up in Victoria Falls, which is a border town to Zambia, Namibia, and Botswana, we were listening to a lot of music which was coming from Zambia and all these countries, So, which was an advantage, that okay, we have our own sound, the Zimbabwean sound.
Okay.
Then we have all these spices, things that we take from
sprinkling.
You just sprinkle it there, and then to create that sound, that Mokoomba sound. Yeah. So it's a fusion.
Yeah.
So it's a Afro fusion.
Yeah, I like that. That. So you sing also in different languages.
Yes.
What are some of those languages?
All right.
And what's your most comfortable as a band, if any?
Or the most comfortable as a band when we're speaking, it's Ndebele.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're flexible. The nice thing about coming from Victoria Falls, it's a very small town.
Okay.
One of the smallest towns in Zimbabwe, but yet in that small town we have 8 languages.
Wow.
Yeah, in Vic Falls only we have 8 languages. Yet the big city in Harare, there's one language.
Right.
We speak Shona, Blawa, we speak Ndebele. Yeah. So and in our music we use Ndebele, we use Shona as well. Nyanja, Tonga, Luwale, Lozi. Yeah. Always depend on the inspiration that you're getting on a particular song. That okay, this song I think it needs this song needs that. You know, that's how we always pick which language or which route we take. Also, considering the patterns or the rhythms that we're using on that particular song. Okay. So, but on most of the songs we use Tonga and Lubale mainly. Yeah. But we sing all these other languages. Okay.
Okay. So, that's always been interesting to me. So naturally, you would default to Ndebele, but then you have all these other languages that can inspire you to create something that goes a different route.
Yes, and I think we automatically ended up using Ndebele more because at school we were learning Ndebele. Okay. Yeah, we're learning Ndebele and English. So Ndebele was more like a universal language, for everyone who doesn't understand the other languages.
That was the base.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. That makes sense. I like that too. All right. So as I mentioned, you guys are touring North America right now. I think you just came through Canada, right?
No. We're going to Canada in summer.
Okay, that's the summer part. Yeah. Okay. So far you've been to...
I've done Vermont. Okay. Williamstown.
Virginia.
Yes, and Boston. Okay. We played at Somerville. Which other place? So many places, man. Nice.
Struggling
to even remember.
How's the trip though? How are you finding it?
It's been really going well. The reception was really amazing. First show in Williamstown was full house. Most of the shows except for New York, but most of the other shows that we did were full house. Nice. In theaters, and people were just loving the music and the dancing. I remember this woman coming to me saying, "People never dance in this auditorium. They don't dance."
So they got up.
Yeah, yeah, the whole show. Yeah. So it was really nice. Yeah,
I believe that. So, what other memorable experiences like that have you had while touring? Not necessarily this time, but just in general. What sticks out to you? With your fans?
Each place that we go to always has something special, different from the other. But to talk about US. The show that we did in Apollo Theater,
Mm-hmm.
you know, up to now it's still one of my best shows. It was really, you know, I can't describe it. I can't describe it. You know, the feeling.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that all those great artists, they all came from
Have played
that
there.
place,
Yes.
man. Yeah.
Yes.
And also getting an opportunity to sign our autograph next to the Jackson 5, man, it was really special.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, man.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Mhm.
So, when you look back, so from your first album
All right.
to what you are creating now, and I think you have 3 out right now.
Yeah.
Okay, to where you're at now, right? What's changed, and what lessons have you learned as a band growing and maturing? And 'cause you're still a young band, right?
We're not young anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot has changed. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was our first album. We were still trying to find our sound and discover, you know, our sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So where we are now, you know, we're somewhere. Let me see how I can put it. All right. So with Kweseka album,
Mm-hmm.
it was more an experimental album. You know, we're still trying to find
Okay.
our base where we say this is where we start. You know, so but we got to really say this is was our sound on the next album, the Rising Tide.
Okay.
Yeah, which was produced by Manu Gallo. Yeah. So on this new album, this album was self-produced.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
Okay.
because we felt that okay, we felt that okay, now you know we know our sound.
You're
we know
ready.
what we want. Yeah. We're making this music, we're creating this music, and we need it to sound like this. Yeah. So which is why it was easy to self-produce the
Step
whole
into
album.
that role. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So I think there's a maturity now, you know. as
Definite
compared
growth
to-
there.
Yeah.
Definite growth there. Okay. Okay. So speaking of albums, when will we get the next album?
We're already working on the new album. We just
Okay.
released Tusona last year, and it's really doing well.
Okay.
It was number 1 on world charts,
Okay.
Europe world chart, and number 13 on Transglobal World Music chart, which is a really big thing, you know, for us.
Yeah.
It kind of shows you as an artist that you are in the right direction, you know. Yeah.
Right.
The reception. So yeah, it's been really good, and we're working on a new album. We're hoping we can release it in 2025 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, latest 2026.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
No
becomes
rush. No rush.
it becomes
right?
difficult, you know, when you're traveling to get in the studio and work on an album. you
Sure.
know. But luckily with the previous album, the last album, we recorded the whole album during COVID. So we had plenty of time, you know, to really
Right.
find inspiration, you know. We had a lot of time. Yeah, because we're all stuck at home.
Right. Right.
In our homes, yeah.
Yeah.
But we are working as we're traveling, you know. Every time during sound check, we're adding things, trying things, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll come together as we go.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Nice.
fingers crossed, 2026.
Yeah,
maybe.
well, yeah. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Best of luck with
Thank
that.
you.
I know you guys will put out a wonderful product as you have been. So, you know, really appreciate this time that you've come and spent with us tonight.
Pleasure, man.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough how much we appreciate it, and it was really good seeing you walk through that door. That was just a great feeling after all these years. It feels like forever, but it's only been just a few years, right?
5 years.
Yeah.
But it is really good to meet after all that has been happening, man.
Right. A lot has happened.
Lost a lot of friends and relatives, you know. So meeting after all this, man, it's really something to be thankful for, you know. To thank God for the gift of life.
Sure. No, so that explains why I felt that way. Yeah. I think you nailed it. Yeah. But yeah, again, I want to thank you. And last question: when will you come back and spend another residency with us? Do another residency here?
As soon as we get an invite, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're ready.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get it on the calendar.
Yeah.
And again, thanks, Trust.
My pleasure.
Again, this is Trust from Mokoomba. And thanks everyone for listening.
Thank you.
Sadza Space Station! Have you eaten sadza yet?